All right, we got your boy Big T again. Why content creators, that's me, go insane. Oh, baby.
Content creation, the last standing export that Americans under the age of 35 are willing to produce. Everybody wants to be rich and famous, and nowadays that's actually a possibility. Well, maybe not the rich part, but you can be like locally famous for a couple weeks pretty easily. Set up a camera, get the lighting right, and perform your own little talent for your niche audience to enjoy. Or if you're not that talented, you can just steal other people's content and
I feel attacked.
pretend like you're original. A lot of people do that. You think people are gonna check? They're on the swiping mentality, baby. They're gonna like it and keep moving. They're not even gonna check the comments. You're in the clear, you piece of shit. And if that doesn't work, just, I don't know, show your butthole. I mean, so that's gonna work to some effect. I recently hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and that's one of the few goals I set for myself in this lifetime. And to be honest, being a full-time content creator was a dream of mine since I was a wee tot, so I should be really happy, right? And I mean, I'm not working in a steel mill or a coal mine. Like, my job is relatively easy, so I should be pretty thrilled with that.
Yeah, it is relatively easy to be just, a content creator. It's not as, like, physically demanding, like, on your body as a lot of other jobs are. But it's like, it kind of falls in line as, and I say kind of, it kind of falls in line as, like, having some sort of career in, like, the entertainment industry. You're only as good as your last thing that you made. And how long is it until you make your next thing? So, like, with music, you're only as good as your last song. Well, not really, but, there's just this, when you're in the business of entertainment, you're always trying to create something mindset. Or, what else? There's a ton of other things, like art, the business of, in shit, even that's, it's funny, all the entertainment shit is about to be taken over by, like, AI and shit, because I was going to say, music can be AI generated, but, there's still that initial transition period where you got to input everything from, like, people, and to create, like, music alone is just so hard. Like, I don't know any instruments or am not musically inclined in any way, but, you could be, like, a super great instrument player, and you have to play every day to keep your skills, like, super sharp. I mean, I saw Whiplash. I mean, that shit's crazy. But, you could do the formal thing with music. You could go the self-taught thing with music. And even then, with music alone, it's like everything has already been done. You could do, like being a director for, like, a TV show or, like, a movie. Every movie has already been made. Every story has already been told. You're simply trying to find the next iteration of, like, a new iteration of something that was done in the past. What else? Art. I mean, was it like songs, art, music, movies, like visual entertainment stuff? I don't know. I don't know. Let's keep reading. I'm just ranting.
Right? There's no way my mental health would deteriorate like a sugar cube in a boiling pot of water, right? I'm gonna complain for like the next 12 minutes, so you just gotta stick through this.
Yeah. My content creators.
So we all have our favorite content creators. Markiplier, XQC, Jenna Marbles. The best one. But if you've been around the web as long as I have, you'll notice that your favorite content creators will start in one place and become a fucking shell of themselves after a while. Which is not fun to watch, but it happens to everybody. But why is that? Well, as someone who's had up close and first-hand experience with this career path, I know a thing or two about content creation, okay? Number one, there's too much pressure. Oh my God, this job is...
The pressure thing. There's, like, so much that you can talk about with, like, why they go insane. I guess there's a pressure, but, I mean, I could just easily as argue, like, regular jobs have just as much pressure too. Like anything conventional, like essential workers, even, like gas station attendants, firefighters, cops, nurses, doctors, lawyers, anything in between, I don't know, like there's a ton of like construction workers, handymen, plumbers, electricians, linemen, a bunch of these things, like all of these jobs are necessary just to create like a city. And you don't think there's pressure there too? Of course there is. So maybe it's like a different kind, like type of pressure, like mental or internal versus external.
A Sisyphus level boulder roll where you wake up in the morning, pull an idea out of your ass, post that video, and then you show it to a variety of people for mild applause. And then you just sit there and watch the analytics grow or not grow as if it's gonna make the water boil any faster. And if it doesn't go well, if the video's a flop, whoopsie, there goes some wasted time. And if I do a bunch of those, then there goes my whole career. Let's hope I can keep it up, Tucker. Number 2, this shit is lonely, yo, straight up. First of all, I rarely leave my house due to this career. I'm not a travel blogger. I make everything right here. You gotta crank content out to stay even a little bit relevant, and I'm not even good at that. And it's just me, my camera, and my thoughts. I don't have like a production team. It's just me standing here, and my thoughts are loud, and they are angry, and they don't stop. And also, I don't even...
Oh my god, I could completely understand listening to Tug talk. This is my Tug talk. I completely understand. If you're just like a single person living by yourself, and the only thing you have is you, yourself, and your own thoughts, and all you're doing is talk to a camera the whole time, then yeah, I get it, man. I mean, because at least with me, like, I'm like a nobody, but I'm just like doing this as like a side thing, like the whole React bullshit thing. Like, I have my like actual job that I depend on for money, but if I say some dumb shit on here, it's like, what?
I don't even know how you reach out to other content creators. I don't know what's the best way to reach them. And it's so pretentious to even assume that because I have subscribers and someone else has subscribers that we should like link up, bro. Oh, I've noticed you have some clout. I also have some clout. Let's talk about how, I don't know.
Let's talk about our clouts touching. Oh man.
Getting pussy. I don't know. Fuck it. So I have no clue what I'm doing. I have no one to relate to, and I don't have anyone to vent to about this. All my
the whole like internal thing of like I'm by myself alone on this island. Yeah, that is true, but I don't know. I think it's really hard to like step up and I don't know, reach out to someone just to like. I think it's important just to have like some real life friends, just to keep you grounded, or you know, have like a bunch of different varieties of friends for different purposes. You know, one friend is not going to be the perfect friend. You're never going to find the perfect friend. But what you are going to find is a bunch of different types of friends that meet you, like, you know, certain needs that, like, you know, I talked to this person about this and we bullshit about that. I talked to this person about this and we bullshit about that. I think it's like a pretty healthy thing to have like at least a couple friends.
Friends work in an office, a 9 to 5. And if I complain a little bit about my job, they're like, hey, suck it up, pussy. I'm working the fucking grind. And I'm like, I get that. But I mean, for instance, number 3, the comments.
Yeah, the whole gatekeep thing of like suffering, like the, what is it called? I know that's a thing. Like the suffering gatekeeping, like you have no right to complain because your shit's not that hard. Try living my life. Yeah, that's like a weird thing. Because like everybody is gonna go through their own shit. And to them, it's gonna feel like the most impossible Sisyphus like pressure to them. And I don't know, it's like when I think the more you zoom out, the easier it is to digest like your own personal situation. And I don't know, I like the only thing I can say is to like, if you're ever feeling like shit or like too much pressure, it's like super important to like zoom out. I do this like little motion to like pinching, like unzoom, like zoom out or whatever, just to see like what else is going on. You know, I don't know.
It's way on me like the boulder on Corey's chest. I know you're not supposed to read them, guys. I know everyone's been saying don't read the comments since like 2006, but my ego, it's just so hungry. And the majority of you guys say very funny, very nice things, and I want to be part of that fun. But then sometimes I get a comment that says something like, "Oh, he looks like Chris Evans if he died in a river and showed up in a lake 2 months later." Or
actually, he does kind of look like Chris Evans without all that other bullshit.
Oh, he looks like a mix between a gummy bear and Mac Miller post-overdose.
What?
Another comment that was written 2 years ago and I can't stop thinking about it. Or, oh, how about he looks like that rat from that animated movie. Doesn't matter which movie. I look like all of them. I look
What? No.
like all of the rats. And number 4, and most importantly, I alluded to it earlier, but nobody knows what the fuck they're doing. Nobody has any clue how to make this shit work. The whole industry, everyone's just guessing.
No, I mean, YouTube or content creation alone, like the job title as influencer is still like very young. And I like, even though it is evolving, like all the social medias are evolving and like sharpening up the rules. I mean, either sharpening or softening their rules. Certain rules are, maybe bleeding into like the federal, I don't know, maybe like the state or the federal level. Not really. It's still like a pretty young, I don't know, job. So I would still consider it like the Wild West era of content creation. Granted, I think that happened like 10, 15 years ago when YouTube was first popping off. You used to see some wild ass shit like bum fights and a bunch of other crazy shit. But I don't know, like it's still young and everyone is still just like trying to grasp to do the influencer thing. I mean, just like, what's that, like one study or statistic that's like most kids in the United States, their like most wanted job is to be an influencer / content creator. But if you took a poll in China, most kids still say they want to be a like an astronaut or a lawyer or a doctor still. I don't know. Maybe it's a cultural thing.
Guessing the entire time, except for Mr. Beast. I feel like he sold his soul to make every video as profitable as possible, but he's an outlier. I'm not going to talk about him. I mean, people claim to be experts, social media strategists. They are so full of shit. I've worked with these people. I've seen them in office buildings. All they do, this is what the social media strategists do. They pretend like they know what they're doing. They come up with hashtag strategies and other bullshit, and then they just throw a bunch of junk at the wall and hope things stick, and when one thing finally sticks, they go, yeah, knew exactly what I was doing. Ignore the 90 other things I posted that didn't hit. This is an amalgamation.
Yeah, that's the whole fake it till you make it thing, dude.
Amalgamation of everything I've learned so far. The internet is like the stock market, according to Matthew McConaughey. It's fugazi. It does nothing make sense. Do you think McDonald's knew that the Grimace shake was gonna be some kind of weird, fucked up viral success? They had no idea. The internet is a hive mind of the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Everyone's just guessing. And it's so stressful. I have no clue what I'm doing. And each social media site has its own like algorithm and people who are on it, and you have to.
I mean, but in general, what was that one study that came out and it was like, or no, what was it like? It was either Facebook or Instagram, one of those two, where it's like they're only going to show you posts that make you like angry and will engage in the post to either like up thumb it, down thumb, like maybe type a comment. It'll only show you like those types of posts or some shit. I'm pretty sure that was a thing.
To figure that shit out, and you have to post to all of them for even a chance of success in this. Except for Facebook. I don't post to Facebook. Facebook sucks. I hate Facebook. Actually, let me talk about this.
All the platforms.
So as an aspiring
eggs.
content creator, as we all are, you can pretend like you're not, but I know every time you post something on the internet, you're kind of hoping it blows up.
Yeah.
Kind of hoping you can quit that 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I get it. Let's not pretend. But in order to achieve that, you have to have a firm grasp of knowledge on how every app operates and grows. And like I
said, but I'm too stupid for that. Like, what was this wheel thing? Quantify objectives, study best practices, and intonation in communication, target precise groups and influencers. Choose the most relevant platform, listen and measure and evaluate.
On how every app operates and grows. And like I said earlier, no one actually knows how that works.
Yeah.
But we pretend, we play our games, and we try and weasel our way to the top of whatever algorithm we're at the mercy of. But the reason people go crazy is because all the apps suck.
Something went wrong. What?
The reason people go crazy is because all the apps
Something went wrong with the keyframes, but the movement made me. Oh yeah.
suck. They all suck in their own special little way, and you have to deal with all of them. So I'm going to talk about why I hate each individual social media app, and it's just for my own mental health. Number 1, Facebook. Get off Facebook.
Yeah. Well, Facebook is for your parents. Like, when Facebook first came out, it wasn't called Facebook. It was only for like college students. I remember this. It was only for college students, and I didn't have a Facebook when I was in college because I was like, I don't fucking care, whatever. And you have to like type in your school, your student number, and like your years of like when you're supposed to graduate and so on and so forth. And then it's like, oh my God, you got a Facebook, ta-da! And then all of a sudden, Zuck came out and he's like, "Oh, it's no longer for college students; it's for everybody." And then since it was like such a private thing and cool, everybody just started jumping on Facebook, and everyone was just like, "Oh, this is the cool thing." Remember pokes? Like you could poke someone, like, "Hey, I see you." Like that was a thing. Or remember, I wonder if you're gonna dip into like MySpace before Facebook. Yeah, I used to have a MySpace. That was a thing. With what was it? The top 10, your top 10 friends, and if a friend got moved out of the top 10, there would always be like, "Oh, well, fuck you." I actually wonder how much of my like middle school / high school like experience was influenced by that dumb shit. Oh my god.
Why are you still on Facebook? I mean, let's not even talk about this shit. It's just a terrible app to begin with. Not one of my close or satellite friends still has a Facebook page. And if they do, it's just a picture from like 2017 and a relationship status that has been long since ineffective. The only real reason to have a Facebook page is to stay in contact and to update the older relatives in your life who just don't use any other social media besides Facebook. If you're still on this app, I'm gonna assume you're either a Midwestern mom, a Trump supporter, a painful millennial, or someone who reposts the worst Harry Potter memes. Or some combination of all of those things.
Yeah.
Facebook sucks. Number 2, TikTok. This is where I got my career.
Oh, this is like the polar opposite of Facebook. This is for all the young kids.
Started, and I owe them everything. This app fucking sucks. The algorithm is whack. The content has become brain dead. It's just algorithm baiting. And it has turned everyone into goldfish brain simpletons that can't watch a video over 2 minutes without swiping away. And it's done that to me too. My brain has become rotten because of short form content. It'll beg you for no reason.
Bro, for me, it's not TikTok. It's YouTube Shorts. I know it's like a meme to like be like, "Oh, you watch YouTube Shorts?" But bro, I just like swipe down. I'm just like, I watched the short, and if it was good, I'll watch it again. And I'll like, once I'm satisfied with however many times I watch it, I'm just like, next. And I don't know if they've like messed with the algorithm, but it seems like they only show you shorts of channels that you're subscribed to if they make shorts. Seldom does it ever dip out of like your subscribe list, or maybe like if you hover your mouse over like a certain channel, like you want to see the like the preview thing of it, it'll be like, "Oh, he hovered over it. That means he's kind of interested. Let's put some shorts of that one in there. Let's trickle in a couple of those." So I think that's actually happened. But yeah, I'm a sucker for YouTube Shorts.
It'll not ban people who absolutely should be banned. It's just the definition of the consequences of our own actions and needs. But thank you so much for everything you've done for me. I really appreciate that. If you could verify me, that'd be great, because all my content keeps getting stolen and people pretend to be me, and it's kind of fucked up. Then we have Instagram, a fantastic place to see memes that are 4 days old and they come from better parts of the internet. Or it's great if you want to follow up on your favorite celebrities' day-to-day life and then let them push some bullshit merch on you.
This is big. This is big. Dream, hustle, repeat. Anything you want to do, go and make it happen. Build.
Oh God.
Build, build, build.
Or to see pictures of relatives that you haven't talked to in a very long time and they're so face-tuned you almost don't recognize them. I mean, Instagram Reels is a terrible algorithm. That is one of the worst.
Oh, is this like YouTube Shorts or like just TikTok in general? Like it's the short version? Oh my gosh.
Ones, and it's just a place where TikTokers post their TikToks months after they made them on TikTok.
Oh.
So just get a TikTok. I know why you're holding out because Chinese or whatever, but just fucking do it. Then we have Pinterest. I don't know Pinterest.
Yeah, I don't know Pinterest either. Isn't this one for like girls?
I don't get Pinterest. I'm not a woman, and I'm not saying only women can use Pinterest, but I feel like it's specifically made for women to figure out, because my male brain can't handle all of the pictures and how to navigate. I type in what I want to see and it doesn't.
Bro, like look at, it's like the same camera effect of like adding this like super focused foreground with like the blurry background, and it's on every time. Like look at right here, it's like the food filter. It's like super focused on like the food. It's like, oh, I want to eat that, even though it's an onion and Brussels sprout and what is a garlic piece on a shish kebab. It's like, oh, would it look good? You know, it's probably got oil, salt, and pepper on it. Ooh, I like that. And I kind of like these crispy sesame crackers. Ooh. Or what is this fucking easy weeknight pizza recipes, and they're healthy. Nobody wants to eat a goddamn healthy pizza. Jesus. It's a pizza. It's not supposed to be healthy.
Show it to me. I cannot crack the code, and therefore I will not talk about this any further. And then we have Twitter. Stop touching it, Elon. Stop touching it. It's scary. This was one of the worst places to put content out to begin with.
Don't you mean X, Big Tug? It's actually called X.
It's so toxic. But now with the blue checkmark people at the top of every comment section just saying the worst takes imaginable.
What happened? What did he say? I didn't see.
But now with the blue check mark.
What happens when a random user pays $8 and changes his display name to Elon Musk using your same profile pic and starts tweeting like he's you? Verified check marks exist, so people know they follow the real person. That already happens frequently.
People at the top of every comment section just saying the worst takes imaginable. Every comedy Twitter page has become a place of interaction bait because they get paid now for every interaction they have.
Oh,
now
yeah.
It's just like, do you remember when SpongeBob was on TV? Good fucking joke. What the fuck is that? Now Elon's trying to get rid of the block feature because
Really, block is going to be deleted as a feature, except for DMs. You can block DMs, but you can't block shit that you see. Huh. Oh, and the community notes. If the ability to block users was to be removed, X would be in violation of the policies of the App Store. Ooh, the thing above Twitter, as well as the Google Play Store. Ooh, the thing above Twitter. Potentially, this could lead to X being removed from these platforms. Yeah, he ain't doing that shit.
he saw how many people blocked him because he's annoying, and now he's blaming Jews for shit. I'm just so over that app. And how do you even build a following on Twitter? No one knows. I have put out some absolute heat, some bangers.
What was the heat? What was the banger?
Build a following on Twitter. No one knows. I have put out some absolute heat.
Kids who took Spanish in high school. Sleek, strong, large penis, large vagina. Kids who took French in high school. Mentally ill, lactose intolerant, sneeze too loud. Bro, when I was in Spanish, I only took Spanish for 2 years because that was all you needed to get the foreign language part of your degree out of the way. All I did was for like, I don't know, 20% of the class, I did the work. And then the other 80% of the class, I just sat with my buddies in the front row, but like on the left side. Like if you're looking at the teacher, like I'd be sitting on the front, like I'd be sitting in the second row. While my buddy Kyle and John, they'd be sitting in the front row. And when essentially it was just me like doing the work, and then I just let them copy my work. And once we got done, because it's not like we were dog shit students, we were like good and we did everything. We just played Pokemon for the rest of the class, and she let us because we turned in all our shit and we did all the little what do you call it? The little projects and whatnot. And yeah, we just did all that. And most of the time we were just sitting there playing Pokemon. And yeah, I whooped both of the boys' asses with my Alakazam that they could never beat, because back in the day, Alakazam had the highest attack power coefficient, or what was not? It wasn't coefficient. It was called like EMs or IMs. Oh, I forgot the actual name. The name of the goddamn stat that Pokemon intrinsically had that it took like someone else to like data mine to figure out that those were stats. But I don't think that were they in the game of like Pokemon's attack power? Because there would be like items where it's like, oh, attack power up and this and that. And my fucking Alakazam would just fucking psychic one-shot all of them. But then a couple days later, they just come back, talk shit, try to level up. And I would still whip out the Alakazam because he was super fast and super strong. And it was essentially like it was like cheating when you had Alakazam.
Some bangers of tweets. And they never...
Oh, wait, what was the other tweet? I forgot.
Heat. Some bangers.
Okay, I don't smoke weed anymore because every time I get too high, I convince myself I'm epileptic and get afraid of my TV. Banger. I would have hearted that.
Of tweets, and they never get attention, and then someone takes a screenshot.
What are the series group chat names that you guys have? All guy group chats are great because they'll be named something stupid like Beef Fart Larry because of an inside joke from 7 months ago that no one even remembers. This is true. I was in numerous chat groups with a random name, and yeah, this is pretty true.
Shot of that tweet, puts it on Reddit, and it gets front page. The fuck is that? Okay, whatever. I'm done talking about this. Then we have YouTube, the best. There's no issues with YouTube.
Oh yeah, surely.
Please, for the love of Christ, don't affect my channel. Leave me alone. But despite all of that, if you could follow me on each individual social media site that I mentioned.
Yeah.
If you don't have an account, just make one. It's really easy.
The worst types of creators.
Fun fact, it's much later in the day now because I was editing the footage and I realized halfway through the video.
He's gonna mention like dog shit reactors. Oh god.
The camera just went out of focus. So that's pretty tight. I have a place to be in a half hour and I am fucked. But since I already talked about all the aspects of social media that rots your brain, I wanted to talk about the effects of that brain rot. And that would be types of content creators that absolutely suck wang. I mean, I'm not a big shit talker. To quote AJJ, I'm too cowardly to take a stand. I want to keep my nose clean. So I won't be calling out content creators directly, but there are definitely genres of these types of people that are just disgusting.
I feel like there's like a red laser on my head somewhere right now.
We have the pointers. You've probably seen these people before against your will. These people are known for their lack of input as well as their ability to ride the coattails of a much more talented...
Wait, the pointer? I didn't even know this was a thing. Yes, but actually, sorry Scumbag Dad. Wait, you can't even see this? Sorry Scumbag Dad. I know this is satire, but I was struggling to find examples.
Talented creator. They always sit in the bottom of a screen and they just point up to like a meme or a tweet that they did not create, and that's all they do. I mean, sometimes they'll like chuckle or they'll be like, huh, that's so true, but that's not content creation. That's just a way to handle the fact that you're a waste of space, Ben. You piece of shit. Sometimes they'll be there for an entire video that they're stealing and they'll just sit there with the blankest window-licking stare you've ever seen in your life. Number 2, we have the toxics. Now, I'm not going to put any of these people up on the screen because I don't want to be put in their crosshairs, which will further their careers by throwing gasoline on the fire. I mean, I guess a good example is Trisha Paytas because she is exactly what I'm talking about, and also with my follower count, she probably doesn't see me as a real person. But these people just feed off of talking shit and hate spewing. Not like racist hate spewing. That's a different type of content creator, and that's like not funny, so we won't talk about that. But no, these content creators have come up with the perfect formula to generate interactions with their posts. First, they come up with a super bad take, like men should never cry. Then they hold that take to their chest and make a post about it. Then, of course, the comments are full of people
we're dipping into like the red pill, blue pill shit. Here we go.
Saying that's not fucking true at all. Why would you ever say that? Then they make a video in response to the comments of that last video, doubling down on the take that they had that was so dog shit it made that many people angry. And then
oh yeah, this is just what is this? There's like a name for this. It's like something baiting. It's like content baiting, or like you just say random shit until it gets enough people angry. And then once you see that it got enough people angry, that's the topic that you start talking shit about and you start doubling down and tripling down on. Meanwhile, it's not even what they actually think. They're just like Googling or chat GPTing, like, what are the pros and cons of men crying? And they'll look at the pros and cons, and then they'll just take one side, whatever side made the other side like start chirping, and then they'll just take that side just for the sake of engagement.
the people in that comment section for that post are even angrier than the post before it, and that cycle just continues until people stop giving a shit. In which case, that content creator comes up with another dog shit take, and the cycle continues. It's probably one of the laziest ways to make content, and it's also, I don't know how you live like that. I don't know how you look in the mirror, but, you know, to each their own. Get that bag, king. Then we have the split screeners. I have actual beef with split screeners because they keep stealing my goddamn content. These are just people who take another person's content and then they put another video to the side of it and pretend like it's brand.
Oh, I've actually seen these. It wasn't this game. It was this game. The one with the coins and the trains. And then there was another one where it was like wasn't it a dude running, jumping over some shit? Yeah, those are the two games. I don't know what games they are, but yeah.
Brand new content. Just imagine a regular TikTok, but on the side of it, there's like video game content or ASMR videos or DIY crafts.
It's like, what the fuck did he just reveal? It's like, where's the actual content? It's like, I guess right here. But then there will be like 1, 2, 3, 4 games to let the person watch, just so they can watch it like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They can watch it 6 more times. You got the satisfying thing. You got the game 1, game 2, game 3, and you will watch it just to be like, over and over again, just to make sure you didn't miss anything.
Flash, dickbag. If you take one person's content and another person's content and put them together, you didn't.
Bro, I did not know Minecraft had like this type of mode in it. That was actually some halfway decent aim by that guy. And then you got the satisfying square, and then like the one thing off, see what he does next square, and then you got like the he's gonna make the jump and get all the coins square.
Didn't make new content. You just stole 2 people's content at once. All right, if I seem a little different right now, it's because my battery died in my camera and I didn't have time to charge it again, and then I had to go out to a show, and then I got a little drunk, and now here I am. The last one is rant videos. Rant video, these people are dorks. They bitch about everything. They have nothing positive to say, and they just live off of these hacky BuzzFeed-like articles about things that they are just praying are relatable. It's popular because it works, but Jesus Christ, I mean, you know, don't be such a hack.
I don't know. I like the rant videos. They don't have to be exclusively negative. Like it could be like half good, half bad. I don't know. There is a piece of me that likes being a hate watcher. Like a small piece. It's not like an overwhelming like, oh my god, I'm gonna hate watch this thing. It's like every now and again. It's like whatever type of mood I'm in, really.
Who wrote this? This is exactly about me. On a real note, guys, thank you so much for getting me to 1 million subs. I really appreciate that. It really does mean a lot. I don't know what I would do if I didn't have a following. I'd probably still make content every day, but I wouldn't, no one would watch it.
Yeah,
so that's kind of
same.
a bummer. But I would like to just take these last moments to pay tribute to our fallen social media comrades that did not make it through the entire process. They went absolutely nutbags and they decided to give it up. And I salute those who want to give up, because that's very admirable in today's day and age. God bless, and I will see you all next Friday.
Oh my god. Who are these people? Oh wait, I know that guy. Ned from the Try Guys. I don't know what happened to any of these people. Oh my god. Oh, that was so funny though. But yeah, I mean, you know, content creators go insane. I mean, I saw you had like who's this guy? Floozy? And I don't know this person, but I don't know. There's like a certain like genre of content creator where they just embody a character and then they use that character to like as a justification to do dumb shit even in their like 30s. I don't know. Like sometimes it can be successful and sometimes not so much, but I mean, that's like another thing, you know, because what was that one movie with Jim Carrey, and he had to, he was making this one movie, and he had to embody some like weird, awkward character, and in the movie, he had to verse a wrestler or something, and they had to make the wrestling scene like kind of realistic, but Jim Carrey wanted to shoot the scene in such a way that it was like almost realistic, like almost like he was like spitting on the dude, like biting the dude, like actually like doing this shit like off script. Like there's the shit that you do on script and then the shit that you do like off script. And it's like when you're like a big beefy wrestler dude, it's like you see this person and you don't know if they're like in character or not, and it's like the dude's just spitting on you. It's like, what do you expect to happen? You're like pissing the dude off or whatever. And like Jim Carrey had to remain in he wanted to remain in character for as long as possible for like the time that he was shooting the movie or whatever. And it was just like the character took over him too much. And I don't know, I guess he went like a little bit crazy for like a brief stint of time. But dude, it's like there are YouTubers that, you know, once they hit play, or streamers that once they hit the go live or whatever, they just put on like go into character mode, and sometimes it'll be like an exaggeration of their true self. I mean, to some degree, I think everybody's a little bit like that, and you know, but what piece or what slice of the pie do you want to like let out of the cage, or how long do you want to remain in that character mode? I don't know. Who's to say? But yeah, that's another reason why content creators can go insane. It's very easy. But only time will tell to see who else goes crazy. But other than that, I think that was a pretty good video, man. I liked it, and I want to see more. So till next time, guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace.